Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel. We've got some absolutely explosive new developments to discuss in the ongoing saga surrounding the leaked DNA test results that revealed Blue Ivy's true father is actually Drake, not Jay-Z, as you all know. The fallout from this bombshell revelation has been absolutely catastrophic for the entire Carter family. Jay-Z has been in a state of pure rage, lashing out at both Beyonce and Drake, while the rest of the family has been plunged into complete turmoil. Well, new details have just emerged about a private confrontation between Beyonce and Jay-Z, where the pop superstar is said to have dropped to her knees and begged for her husband's forgiveness. Apparently, Beyonce confessed that it was her own mother, Tina Knowles, who had influenced her decision to hide the truth about Blue Ivy's paternity. This is some seriously juicy and dramatic stuff, you guys. Let's dive right in and unpack all the details. Buckle up because this is going to be one wild ride. According to the latest reports, Beyonce has been absolutely devastated in the wake of the DNA test results going public. She is said to be completely shattered over the rift that this has caused in her marriage and her family, and has been desperately trying to make amends with Jay-Z. In a private confrontation between the two superstars, Beyonce is reported to have dropped to her knees and begged Jay-Z for his forgiveness ***, openly admitting that it was her own mother, Tina Knowles, who had heavily influenced her decision to hide the truth about Blue Ivy's paternity. Beyonce was in tears, completely distraught. One source close to the family told us she kept saying over and over again how sorry she was, how she never meant to hurt Jay-Z, and how Tina had convinced her that keeping the truth about Blue Ivy a secret was the best thing to do. According to The Insider, Beyonce confessed that she had been terrified of the public backlash and the potential damage it could do to her carefully curated public image. Tina Knowles, Beyonce's own mother, had apparently played a major role in convincing the pop star that it was crucial to keep Drake's paternity a secret. Beyonce told Jay that Tina had been in her ear for years, warning her about the risks of going public with the truth. The source continued, Tina kept telling Beyonce that the public would never understand, that it would destroy everything they'd worked for. She preyed on Beyonce's fears and insecurities, and ultimately convinced her that keeping it a secret was the only way to protect their family. Now, as you can imagine, Jay-Z was absolutely devastated to hear Beyonce's confession. After all, he has poured his heart and soul into raising Blue Ivy as his own child, only to find out that she's not his biological daughter at all. The sense of betrayal and heartbreak must be absolutely crushing. According to our sources, Jay-Z initially responded to Beyonce's tearful pleas with nothing but pure, unadulterated rage. He is said to have unleashed a torrent of furious accusations, screaming at Beyonce that she had destroyed everything they had built together. Jay-Z was absolutely inconsolable, The Insider told us. He just kept yelling at Beyonce that she had ruined their family, their legacy, everything. He was so overcome with rage and betrayal, it was like he couldn't even see straight. However, as Beyonce continued to beg for his forgiveness, something seemed to shift within Jay-Z. The source described a moment where the rapper's expression suddenly softened, and he appeared to be weighing the gravity of the situation. Beyonce just kept pleading with Jay, saying over and over how sorry she was, how much she loved him and Blue Ivy. And then something seemed to change in Jay's eyes. The fury started to give way to something else: pain, disbelief, even a glimmer of understanding. According to the reports, this shift in Jay-Z's demeanor gave Beyonce a glimmer of hope that perhaps all was not lost. She continued to pour her heart out, begging Jay-Z to try and see things from her perspective, to understand the immense pressure and fear that had driven her to keep the truth hidden. Beyonce told Jay that she was terrified of the public backlash, of the damage it could do to their careers and their legacy. She said Tina had preyed on those fears, convincing her that keeping it a secret was the only way to protect everything they had built together. Slowly, it seems that Jay-Z began to let down his guard, the fury in his eyes giving way to something more akin to sorrow and resignation. The Insider described a tense, emotional silence that hung between the two superstars as Beyonce continued to plead for his forgiveness. It was like the fight just started draining out of Jay, the source said. He just stood there listening to Beyonce, his expression shifting from rage to something more pained and conflicted. You could almost see the wheels turning in his head as he tried to process everything she was telling him. As Beyonce's desperate pleas continued, The Insider revealed that there was a moment where it seemed Jay-Z might actually be starting to relent, to let go of some of the anger and hurt that had consumed him. Beyonce was just begging Jay to understand, to try and see it from her perspective, the source recounted. And then, for the briefest of moments, it looked like Jay's expression softened. There was a glimmer of something in his eyes, not forgiveness exactly, but maybe the beginnings of it. The insider went on to describe how Beyonce seized upon this glimmer of hope, redoubling her efforts to reach her husband's heart. She is said to have reached out and grasped his hands, her eyes pleading with him to find it in his heart to forgive her. Beyonce just looks so broken, so utterly devastated, the source said. And in that moment you could almost see Jay-Z's resolve starting to crumble. It was like he was battling with himself, trying to hold on to his fury, but also wanting to comfort his wife, the mother of his child. Of course, this confrontation was just a beginning. The road to forgiveness and healing is sure to be a long and arduous one for the Carter family. The trust that has been shattered may take years to rebuild, if it ever can be. But in that fleeting moment there was a glimmer of hope, a sign that perhaps, just maybe, Jay-Z could find it in his heart to forgive Beyonce for her deception. The path forward will undoubtedly be filled with challenges, but if anyone has the strength and determination to overcome them, it's this powerhouse couple. Only time will tell where this saga ultimately leads, but one thing is certain. The drama and fallout from this scandal is far from over. We'll be sure to keep you all updated as this story continues to unfold. Stay tuned because it's bound to be a wild ride. Thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of the latest updates. I'll see you all in the next video.